Welcome to edition 136 of Drive With Me. KB here, back in the sideways, back in 59 Hillcroft. Just got out of a fresh cut barbershop. Nice weather, better than yesterday's. Clean car, Fiesta ST in front of me, about to smoke this mother. I'm just playing. Shout out to the fists. I'm sure they're fast as hell. I'll get some tacos. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, baby moms, all the moms with fur babies. But I slept pretty good for the most part. Well, I'm not as tired as I thought I would be. I slept good, but not long. Slept around 12:30 or 12:45. Damn. Woke up around 7:30. So on my haircut weekend, so why I start over here, I stay with Melissa, my girlfriend, and so instead of going back and forth, it's because I changed my haircuts to Sundays instead of the Wednesdays during the week, because that was chaotic. I used to get my haircuts at 5 o'clock on Wednesdays after work. It was just so bad. I see a Nissan flying on me at 350 or something. But that thing sounds nice. And that's my train of thought. So instead of going, into this side of town to see her, they go back home, they come back from a haircut, I just stay Saturday night. I need to fix those end links. They sound terrible. And then Sunday morning, I'll come and get my haircut. And then Sunday morning, after a haircut, I drive this route to Monchi's. A little later than normal. My haircut is normally at 8:30, but since it's Mother's Day, my barber was doing some earlier cuts. So when I got in there was someone in a chair. But it's very respectful for times though. Like, it was maybe like 8 minutes after that he was done. So I imagine he got him in around 8 or something. There's a lot of traffic here this morning. I mean, I'm not that late, but it's not more congested than I'm used to. And normally I wouldn't care, but I did a homie call me about 10 minutes ago, mid-haircut. He was like, "Where you at?" I told him, "Give me 20 minutes." I did tell him not to wait though. I was like, "Don't wait for me, but if you want to wait, I'll make it like in 20. Is that a Holden? Let's just don't know Holden. It's an Australian brand car. It's another 86. They make the Commodore. My favorite one being the Chevy SS, which is an imported Holden from Australia. Also one of my dream cars. Yo, this GMC truck cutting up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can catch him. Might have to do a little bit some Houston maneuvers. But just locking here for a bit. But yeah, other than that, pretty cool week. Also, Friday had my little bro from the fraternity, shout out T, and his twin, like real life brother, is a twin of his. Both graduated this week, on this past Friday. So I went out with them, well, with T on Thursday night. I went to his graduation party Friday night. And yesterday, went to Chinatown. Got some, it's called Beauty Joseph or something like that. Some sunscreen, moisturizer type for the face. Yo, this fit going hot, going crazy. Everyone's I'm fucking around with a fit, man. Those fits be wild. I got to nail my tire again, and the only reason I caught it, I wasn't leaking air, but I think, was it Monday? I had just did a Walmart run, right? And it's pretty decent weather, so when I got to the neighborhood, I put windows down, and I kept hearing like something dragging. Like something scraping, if anything. And I thought, so when I got to my driveway, I looked underneath my car, couldn't find anything. So then I have kind of like an inclined driveway. So I was kind of doing this, and that's when I would hear it. And I thought, man, I have something stuck on one of my tires. And it was a fat nail with a big ass head. I sent this to one of my boys. Shout out Hondo, and he's like, bro, someone drilled that hole. I think it was like deep in it. I said, don't wish that upon me. The same GMC truck that I was cutting up, man, just took a last second exit. Come on, man, make up your mind, man. What was a little F Sport? But I went to the my local tire shop. I'll see if I remember. I'll put a picture of it. And so I sent it to my other boy. And he goes, oh man, I know you had to pay for a new tire. And I'm like, man, you thought I took that discount tire? Like, whether it would have been like, oh, that's too close to the sidewall? No. The tire shop's like, cool. My tire shop's patched all my tires at this point. At least. And they've been holding on, because they patch them through the inside. They don't just do the plug; they actually patch them. And knock on glass, save your ass. I haven't had any issues with them. This is where I wish I knew how to heel and toe, but my feet are too small. But anyway, at this tire shop, it's a local. It's like in the neighborhood, and the owner and his brother work it. And the next door is like a little garage. There's like I saw this one cool like an '80s slam car. But I pulled up this time. I saw a CO6 C8. I'm like, what the hell? And I asked one of the guys, like, yo, who's this at? He's like, oh, yeah, that's my brother's, man. And blah, blah, I just got it. You know, blah, blah. Keeps it underneath the garage, car cover. I told him, yeah, he's done wheels. He's done wheels and exhaust. Son. He goes, yeah, you know, because it had nice wheels, some cool wheels already, and then I like four definitely not stock. I don't know if they come with dual exits or not, but it was a nice exhaust on it. And well, another thing that cracks me up by going into that spot is they when they do the job on my car, they always take a peek on the back to check for the model number. I mean the model of the car. And then when they see that they can't find it because I took off the 86 emblem, he's like, hey, this is Supra? I was like, no. And it's every time. I've taken it a good amount of times, right? More often this year than before. But it's every single time. Is that Supra? I was like, nah, man, it's called an 86. I call it a baby Supra, though. He's like, oh, it looks like a Supra. And then the brother came with the C8. And at this point, the shop was empty. So I'm talking and all looking at the car. Like, they're like, man, it's a nice car, man. It's just funny. It looks like a Supra. And his brother came, and then his other brother's like, oh, you probably came because you thought it was a Supra, huh? And he goes, nah, I already know. You can talk about headlights, and I know the guy, blah, blah, blah. Because I remember one time I took my wheel by itself over to get patched. And, you know, it's a SSR wheel. Nice 18-inch wheel. And then he asks, oh, is this on a WRX? It's like, oh, nah, this is for 86. Like, you probably see me depending on what time I go to work. And I told him I brought the car a couple of times, but not as often as I have this year, though. I'd only take it for nails or leaks. But I've taken it 3 times already this year, in the last month or so. Well, one for a nail, which is the recent one. Another one for a tire rotation, because I just couldn't be bothered to try to rotate them at home. Well, I was on a time crunch, and my maintenance had already got in there. My maintenance alert. So, took it to get that rotated, like $20, saved me 2 hours. Boom. You know, time is money, right? And then when I got my wheel replaced, I took it there too. I pulled up and I was like, I have this wheel. I want it replaced with this one. Please and thank you. And they were like, big. You know, and so far they've taken care of my wheels. And the prices aren't uber expensive. The only issue is that their shop's on one way, which is fine. Wait, now I think about it, but there's only like spots for like 4 or 5 cars, and depending on how the person parks too. And then exiting, you can't reverse. I mean, you could if no one was there, but it's kind of a busy street. So I guess you could if you didn't care about holding up traffic. But I'll be more worried about getting hit or something. Anyway, I'm yapping. I'm gonna put with some pep in my step because I did remember I also have burgers in my car. They're in a cooling bag, but you know I'm not trying. They're not supposed to thaw out that much. So gotta make it quick. Have a good Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. Eat some good food. Watch some good movies. Get some good sleep. Peace.